Sport tonight, we profile new Highlanders centre Phil Burleigh.
Well, Phil, I want to talk about your life and times and your rugby career, but I'm going to start at the most recent occurrence. You're sitting on a plane, you're going to Queenstown, you're playing at that stage for the Chiefs. A lot has happened in a couple of weeks for you. How have you coped with that?
Pretty well, I think. I mean, it was pretty hard for a start. I mean, I had to get off one bus and get on with another team. I had a lot of work with Simon Calhoun. Took me through all the moves and all that sort of stuff, and I got the hang of it pretty quick. You've got to, I guess. I mean, you only got, a couple of hours to learn, and now a couple of weeks, and I'm really starting to get the hang of it now, and it's good. Yeah.
Was it an advantage when you played the Chiefs twice in that time, knowing their moves? Did they make some changes because of this move?
Oh, I didn't notice the changes too much, but especially in that game, the competition game anyway, I noticed a couple of moves or setups they did in the back line, so that was pretty handy.
So what about the step up from being development squad mentally? You're now a regular starting member of the team. That's an adjustment.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm rapt at the opportunity. It was my decision in the end to come down, and it's been awesome so far.
Talking to some of the people in the background, knowing Chris Noakes, so it wasn't like you're coming to strangers entirely.
No, I knew quite a lot of the guys anyway, and a great bunch of guys, and it made it really easy for me to fit in. So.
And how much stick did you get?
Oh, I got a fair bit of grief when I left the guys at the airport in Queenstown. Gave me a wee bit of a hard time, Lily and Masanga in particular. But no, they all understood, and they were happy for me to be going and getting decent game time.
Were you disappointed not to have got a start in a franchise in the first place?
Oh, certainly. I mean, you definitely gutted at the time. You get over it pretty quick, you got to, but yeah, I thought maybe this year might have been my year, but now I guess it is. So hopefully next year and maybe a couple of years to come, I'm in there. Yeah.
But this is how the system's supposed to work, isn't it? Guys on the fringes get an opportunity, you've got to grab them when they come along.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people sort of say these days it's starting to become a really young person's game, and I mean, I'm only 25, it's not that old, but you're sort of starting to you're getting on in terms of the 18, 19, 20-year-olds that are coming through, so it's nice to finally crack it, I guess, and get a go. And
you've waited your turn, haven't you? People think overnight sensation. Who is this guy? Well, you've been around the traps for some years now.
Yeah. I've had 3 seasons with Bay of Plenty now, and had a season with Canterbury, and didn't get any game time. That's why I moved up north. So yeah, it has been a while. It's been pretty hard wait, and I'm rapt to get there finally.
Well, let's start at the beginning. We'll go back to the beginning now, because big rugby family. Wayne Burleigh, we all know, was a regular with the Canterbury team. So rugby was it at home pretty much for the whole family?
Yeah, it was. It started when I was probably about 4 when I played my first game at New Brighton Rugby Club in Christchurch there. Played all my rugby there, and I looked up to Dad my whole life, and he's really helped me with my game and gives me pretty honest feedback most of the time. I sort of seek his final sort of say on the game and what I've done to get better, I guess, and yeah, he's been a big help.
He played in a golden era of Canterbury rugby with Robbie Deans and in that time. Have you seen any of it? Because it was televised quite a bit.
No, I haven't seen a lot, to be honest. I've seen little clips of maybe that the famous Shield game where they lost to Auckland. He played in that. But other than that, I haven't seen a lot. Books, I've seen a lot of photos of him in books, but that's about it.
And you've ended up in the same position. He was second 5 who could play first 5, and not too dissimilar to yourself.
Yeah, must run through the blood, I guess. And I sort of started off at 10 and moved to halfback right through my high school days anyway. I was a bit small. Once I left school, went back to 10 and sort of moved out now, 12 and 13. So.
He kicked goals, did you?
I can. Yeah, some would argue the point that I'm good or not, but I can if I'm required to.
What about other siblings, brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I've got a sister, she's 23, my brother's 16, so he's at the same school as me, went to Shirley Boys High. in Christchurch. So he's loving rugby. He sort of looks up to me now, I guess, and wants all the kit all the time.
Has he got some skills?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Plays halfback, so he's following my footsteps, I guess, at high school. Might grow a bit soon, move out. So yeah, he goes really good.
So did you go to the same club as your dad?
Yeah, I played for New Brighton since I was 5 until I was probably left to go up to Bay of Plenty when I was 20, and or 21 I was. I love it there. I've had 48 games. I was speaking to their coach the other day to see if I can get my 2 games, and I've got to get for my blazer. Yeah. So fingers crossed I might be able to do that.
This breaking through in Canterbury was always going to be difficult because there's just so much talent there, and that ultimately was the driving force about moving up north. Yeah,
I think so. I mean, like you say, it's stacked full of talent down there, and it's once you get one opportunity you're away, but if you don't, you sort of got to look elsewhere. It's sort of round about the time when Sonny Bill was talking about coming and all that sort of stuff.
Didn't you think you'd keep him out of the team?
No, yeah, I thought I might have had a bit of a tough task there, but I've loved every minute at the Bay, and I don't look back on that decision at all.
So did Bay of Plenty come looking for you, or did you have a look around to see where you might like to live and who you'd like to play for?
Yeah, I sort of, I guess your manager does all that sort of work for you, and I had quite a few teams that were interested, and in the end I chose the Bay just for opportunities higher, at a higher level, I guess. And yeah, like I say, I haven't looked back since. Yeah.
And they've been playing some good football over the years, haven't they, the Bay now?
Yeah, I mean, especially the last 3 years, I think they've really worked hard on trying to change the team culture, be a bit more professional about things, and I think they've done a great job there, and hopefully, I guess this year we might go a bit further.
And what club did you hook up with when you were up north?
Tauranga Sports. I had a couple of mates. It's sort of like a Shirley Boys High School gathering there. There's 4 of us here at one stage, so I went along because of that, and they go very good. They've won. I think they won it 4 years in a row, the competition. They lost last year, but they're a pretty good club. Yeah.
What about work-wise? Obviously you haven't been a full-time professional footballer for that long.
Mm-hmm. Once I was straight out of school, I worked for Telecom for 2 years. I was installing broadband and all that sort of stuff. Sort of unsure on what I wanted to do, and still trying to crack rugby. And then I finally did, and I'd like to maybe do a bit of study, but I'm not too sure still what I want to do. So yeah.
This is a good place to do some study.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So yeah, maybe this year I'll decide on something.
What about the Highlanders environment? What's your first impression or your early impression of them?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, like I said earlier, they're a really good bunch of guys, and really hard working. They put a lot of effort into the pre-season and the contact and that sort of stuff. Probably not used to it as much up north, but they love it, and it really shows out on the field. The forwards dominate, and it's nice to play with a forward pack like that going forward. Yeah.
And your ability to quickly integrate, I know one of the coaches mentioned with you and Chris having played together, did that obviously help you day one?
Yeah, I think so. I know how to communicate with him. He's the same with me. I know what sort of style of play he has to offer, and vice versa, so that made it a bit easier.
What about Tamati Ellison? He just turned up off the plane and you had to have some chemistry with him.
Yeah, it was quite funny. I mean, at that first game against the Chiefs, I think we had maybe 7 days between us together with the team. So even this week it felt even better. We sort of starting to know each other a bit better and know what each other does on the field. So I think it'll only get better, yeah.
And it's a real mixture of it. Jose Guerra, of course, coming into the frame. You wouldn't have played with him at all before?
No, I haven't. Played against him a couple of times. He's pretty elusive, isn't he? He's strong, and every time he touches the ball he does something. So pretty nice to have a guy like that finishing out wide.
From the outside, it looks like the team's got quite a bit of belief in itself. So obviously 2 wins helps that. But did it feel like that when you joined?
Yeah. I mean, you can't really take a gauge on the pre-season stuff, I think. I mean, I've been involved with Burleigh plenty for 3 years, and they seem to always lose their pre-season matches and come out and win their first 4 or 5. So they do get the underdog tag a lot, but like I say, the forward pack, there's not many that match them, and if they keep doing their work and the backs keep thriving off go forward ball, I'm sure we'll do well this year.
I think the Blues are learning about pre-season. They won all their games. Since.
There we go. Yeah, it's funny how it works.
What about organising your life? You're up there as a sort of part-time help player, and now suddenly you're full-time professional. You're in the starting lineup. You're living in a different city. Have you had to make a lot of adjustments?
Not really, because it happened so fast. I didn't really have a lot of time to think about it. So it was I only found out the day before that last pre-season game, and had to pack an extra bag and, like I say, jump on the bus with the Highlanders and come back with them. So I didn't have a lot of time to sort everything out, but the guys here have been a great help. They've helped me out with everything and all the things that I've needed. Living with Kendrick Lynn at the moment, that's pretty good. So everything's sort of been sorted out for me, really.
Yeah, Kendrick's flat's been quite a popular stopping place for players, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. We've got James Haskell living across the road now, so he's over at base. He's entertains us every night, just about.
Yeah. Well, and it's good to have that mix, isn't it, of experience that's come in this year, like James and Tambly. They come from different rugby environments.
Yeah, I mean, they've experienced rugby all around the world, I guess, so they bring a different dimension to the game, I guess, and they're a great help.
Just to clarify your situation, you're pulled in like that. You're now a permanent member of the team, aren't you, of the squad?
Yeah, it depends on injuries. I think I might have to do something to Kenny while he's sleeping or something. It depends on when those guys are back. I think at the moment it's minimum of 6 to 8 weeks, and depending on injuries, whenever they're back, I might have to head back home. So.
You couldn't end up back in the Chiefs, could you?
No, I can't do that. Once you've played for one franchise, it's it. So might have to relax in the sun back in Mount Maunganui.
So how far ahead are you thinking? Because obviously things can change without notice.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't think too far ahead, I guess. I've got to just week by week at the moment, and just enjoy every week as it comes.
What about the attention you're getting? I mean, you're a fairly low-key player, and then suddenly I think I've watched after games, you're the guy everyone wants to talk to.
Yeah. It was a bit weird, but no, I enjoy it. I don't mind it at all. I don't find it too hard to speak to the media and that, so I enjoy it.
And a couple of tries helped your self-confidence? Yeah,
definitely. It was pretty unexpected. I think one of the boys mentioned I've had 3 games and 3 tries now, so normally I get 3 tries in a year. So hopefully that's not the last of them.
And what about the non-rugby side of life? What entertains you when you're not playing?
Entertains me. I play a bit of golf. Love getting out on the golf course. So
handicap?
I did get down to a 7, but I don't play to that at all anymore. I don't play enough golf, so around about a 14, I'd say. Yeah. And horse racing. Yeah, so
punting?
Own a horse, yeah. It's going to the trials in a couple of weeks, so it's Galloper up north. So hopefully that goes all right. I'm looking forward to it.
Give us the name.
Our Lady Gaga.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And are you in a syndicate with people?
Yeah, there's 8 of us in there, so I've got a 10% share. And it's been a while, it's been about 7 months, so it's a 3-year-old now. And like I say, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it wins a few. Melbourne Cup, maybe.
Who's training?
Paul Duncan. Yeah, up north. He's a pretty good trainer. So
that's a lofty goal.
Yeah.
Is it bred for staying?
It is. Well, it's a Zabeel.
Oh, right.
Out of a mare called Lady Madonna, which won a Group 1, won the Telegraph.
Well bred.
Yeah, so it's bred to be anything. But
is that your first horse?
No, I've had a couple of trotters that one didn't get to the races and another one did get to the races and was an epic fail. So unfortunately, I haven't had too much luck.
So you've had a lesson about how the horse industry works. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
More misses
than hits. I'm not into it to win money, that's for sure.